This is an ASMR movie review of Wrath of Man. And I actually quite enjoyed this movie. Starring Jason Statham, you have Post Malone, you have Josh Hartnett, you have Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son, and a couple weeks ago I saw this armored bank truck driver, bank truck that's armored glass and all this, or bulletproof glass, and I said to myself, they need to make a movie about the drivers, because all you ever see is the villains and the heroes, but you never see the bank truck drivers. And then lo and behold, I discover Wrath of Man, which is all about the bank truck drivers. And this movie is directed by Ritchie, and it's a real fun action movie. Now, you're not going to get the best acting, you're not going to get the best overall storyline, but you get a solid action movie out of this. But you know what? It had some intellect to it. It had some sophistication. And for a Jason Statham movie, you sort of go into a Jason Statham movie thinking, I'm going to leave entertained. Every Jason Statham movie that you go to, you sort of know what you're getting into. It's not going to be the Oscar Best Picture movie, but it's going to be an entertaining movie. And that's exactly what this was. And although it was slow at times, with an action movie, I like fast-paced, boom, 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 boom. But this one is just a little bit slower than it had to be. And you could probably cut the time down, an hour and 45 minutes, and really make it snappy. But it's just over 2 hours, which is fine. I just thought the pace could be a little quicker. But I was thoroughly entertained. I didn't think the acting was right. And what I mean by that is I think it was just a little bit off between all of the different characters. Let's use an example. Scott Eastwood. I just didn't see him as the villain guy. He just didn't seem like that guy. But he was the villain guy. And you're I don't know, I don't see this guy. He seemed like a nice dude. He wouldn't do what he was doing. He just seemed too much of a, what's the word, the pretty boy image or whatever. So you kind of think of him as a main star, or a supporting cast member on an Avengers movie. That's how I look at him. I don't look at him like a strong villain, not like a Gary Oldman. You could put Gary Oldman into a villain role and he'll land it. He'll master it. Gary Oldman, he's got that darkness to him. But Scott Eastwood, there's just a little bit off. Something a little off. Jason Statham pretty much played the same role he always plays, which is this serious action dude. This is pretty much all he ever plays. And he lands it this time, once again. This one he showed some vulnerability, but overall because there's an emotional incident with his family, but overall he just played the serious actor, kind of action star guy. And even on the emotional parts, I was looking at him thinking, he doesn't really fit in with the emotional stuff. Jason Statham and emotion, those two things don't really go together in a movie. But they still did it, which is interesting to combine those elements. I think they're trying to show his extra dimensions as an actor, but that didn't come off quite as genuine. Josh Hartnett, who I don't think it doesn't seem like he's ever been in any movies, makes a appearance after a very long time since I've ever seen him in a movie. But I think he did okay. He kind of played this like wussy character, and I think he pretty much nailed it. Post Malone had like kind of like a cameo appearance. I think it's pretty fun. He's always an entertaining dude. So, like overall, like if you're looking for an action movie to watch, I think this is a solid choice. That's pretty much all I've got for you. I mean, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, go see it. Have fun. Enjoy it.